Hello beautiful souls, I am Awakened Soul and today we're going to be looking at Quant and we'll be getting our next target. So let's go ahead and begin. First thing I like to do is start off on my weekly time frame. I use my pivot highs and lows to determine where my highs and lows are. So in using my tools horizontal line, I'll set my, let me turn on my magnet. I'll set my resistance and my support. Perfect. So within this range, I'm going to go down to my daily. Within the daily, you want to get your daily highs and lows also. So this is my high. And it looks like the market is coming down right now, and this is my low. I guess we could consider this a low too, even though it's not marking it. I also use my higher high, lower low indicator, and I do use two that I overlap. This is set at 30 and this one's set at 9. Perfect. So within my daily time frame, I'm gonna set my daily range like I just did, and I'm gonna set my trend lines. My trend lines are gonna be from highs to lower highs. Let me turn off my pivot highs and lows here. Right, and from my lows to higher lows. And this is why I use it, just to give me a great view of where, you know, the possible highs and lows could be. So now that I have my daily trend lines, my daily support and resistance, I'm going to find daily targets, and those are going to be based in Joe targets. So one touch, two touch, lowest price action. So if we move to the upside, this would be my target to 10, and if we break to the downside, this would be my target. So one touch, two touch in the highest price. And sometimes it's hard to find it, and again, you can use your pivot highs and lows to determine the exact price of the highest point or lowest point. Perfect. I'm actually gonna change the color of my targets because I like my charts to be cute, like I always say. Perfect. Put a little box on it, so just I know that those are targets and I don't get confused with my trend lines, with my support and resistance lines. Beautiful. Alrighty, so now that I have this, I want to turn on my VRVP, and this is gonna give me a great point of control location where price could come back to. So go ahead and mark it. Just trying to see if it moves. Okay, perfect. Turn it off. Cute. Okay, so now that we're done in the daily, let's go ahead and move in to our 4 hours. Okay, within the 4 hours, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to repeat the steps. We are going to turn on our indicators here. We're going to do our trend lines, our 4-hour trend lines from high to our next higher low. Let's change the color. Let's use blue. And then we could this could be a trend line too, from higher high to lower high. And as we can see, it's breaking our 4-hour trend line already. So if it continues, let's get a 4-hour target here. So it's going to be based on, again, the highest price action. So our target would be 129 would be the next stop. For me to take a short, not only does it have to cross a 4-hour trend line, but my 12 and my 26 EMA has to cross. And yes, they did cross here. And if we would have been in the charts yesterday or the day before, you know, this could have been my 4-hour trend line. Cross 12, 26 EMAs, it broke down, it retested. This would have been a perfect entry for a short. But we're playing this trend line now. So what I want to see, yes, I have my 12 and 26 crossing. I have my 4-hour trend line breaking. But what I want to see for me to enter a short is a confirmation, right? I want to see a confirmation. Let me show you. So we of a lower high printing and then continuation to the downside. So not only do I need my 26 and 12 EMAs to cross, my 4-hour trend line to break, but I also need my higher lows to break. So I have my 3 confirmations now. Yeah, I could get in a short right now. No financial advice. But it's smarter if you wait for the little retest and then confirm. And where would my stop loss be? My stop loss would be at the previous lowest highs. So if I wait for this to break, and just looking at it, I'm trying to see, right? It looks like we're gonna break. We could retest this line and continue to the downside. So my entry again would be at the lower high. My stop loss would be at the previous lower high, and then I would be playing this. Right now the move is gone. It's left. The train has left the station. Okay, let me just erase this. But let's go ahead and mark our 4-hour target here. Beautiful. And let's see if we have any divergence. It's always good to check to see if we have any divergence. I mean, yes, but it's already playing out. But let me show you really quick what I mean. So our RSI is coming down, and right where you marked it, you go right here, and then the price action is going up, RSI is coming down. That's divergence, right? So that is good. Of course, if it breaks this trend line, like I mentioned, first target is 129, and then the next target will be 97. You could also always throw a fib out from the lows to the highs. Good targets to take profits are golden pocket targets at 65% or 50%. So you could always consider that too. So we'll see how it goes. We just broke new higher lows, and yeah, I hope that helped you, and remember to do everything with love.